plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run again with Hines. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 40 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Allen will try to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They run with Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run with Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A final shot before break. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17 to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Allen to throw once more. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On second down and 4. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 29 yards. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Allen now on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Allen off the play fake. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. They'll start on the ground with Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing is Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills are going to get out of here winners. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back. Here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Murray. Over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Play action. Now it's Murray. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers to throw once more. This pass complete to Melton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down, another run for Dillon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis from 10 yards out, and the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Murray now. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. First down, Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Open man, this is Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Murray now to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, into a a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Cards use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Murray now on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. 46 yards. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Sliding out of the pocket. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
26 mark. Silver.
On first down, Rodgers flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Rodgers now on first down. And complete once again to Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are back within a score. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 33 yards that time. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. So no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 5.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers being chased out left.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Rodgers going to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Forced out to his left.
That's complete to Dobbs. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as they have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. On the move to his left. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Now it's Mahomes again, rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Tony. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Escaping the pressure right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game. And finally,
now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Mahomes to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they'd have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what?